Hello everyone. My name is Highwada. You are on youtube.com/watch/ a whole bunch of random letters and numbers. And today I have another amazing game of Age of Empires 4 for you. Spawning on the northwest side of Dry Arabia, we have Lucifron playing as the Delhi Sultanate, and his opponent in the red on the other side of the map. We have Beastie Cutie with that beautiful gold monument in his town center playing the English. Both players opting to open with a double scout situation. So we're going to be sending 2 scouts across the map for both players to find out where our opponents are, where our hunt is, and what we can take advantage of on the map. Well, we have a moment here while these 2 players are getting acquainted with their map. Let's talk about this match for a second here. This match is part of the N4C Qualifier number 1. It is qualifying for a spot in the first Age of Empires 4 LAN, if I'm not mistaken, run by Nilly. I'll make sure to link his Twitch down below so you can find out more information about the tournament. But essentially, the LAN itself has a $100,000 prize pool. That is the biggest prize pool in Age of Empires 4 thus far, and I'm so excited for this LAN event when it does come around. In the meantime, though, we're still playing online, and as such, these 2 players are going to go onto their different economic resources and try to gather them and get a win so they can get to the LAN. So, Lucifron right now going on to the gold has 7 vills on the berries right now, Delhi Sultanate in the last patch to get an upgrade to their berry gather rate and their carry rate as well, with 13 berries being the amount that they can carry now. I forget what the actual gather rate is, but I'll have a card on the screen right now for you to check out my patch video about it. Regardless though, going to go on to gold even further, going to go up to the second age as soon as possible. Other side of the map, we do have a similar build coming out, except we have only, well, there's 2 villagers here. Okay, I couldn't see him behind the little gold mine there, but we have 2 vills going on to the gold here, a third one coming out from the TC now for Beastie Cutie, and he's going to get ready to go up into the next age as well. We're likely going to see the transition off of food once the landmark starts going up onto the wood line in order to get the the longbow production underway. And in the meantime, on the other side of the map, we already have our Moscow. We're getting efficient production, so any military buildings that we do make in this second age are going to be able to produce at 100% the rate of regular production, making it essentially like 2 buildings are there instead. Scouting wise, take a look on the map here. We do have Beastie Cutie making his way across with his scout, going to try to find his opponent's base now. Does scout the forward stone. His opponent is not on it, of course, because it's way too early for stone. He's going to try to find a good place for him to swoop in and maybe get some raiding done later in the game. For our other friend, however, we do have both of our... Oh, did we lose a scout to the TC? I think we may have. Remember, I did see a scout over here for just a moment. Looks like, oh, poor guy. He tried his best. So Lucifron losing his scout on the other side of the map here. He is ready to age up, however, with the, the Dome of the Faith. So pretty straightforward. Going to get those prelates out and produce at a cheaper cost. And he's going to go scouting the other side of the map as well. Take a look right now. He doesn't have that much vision. He knew where the TC was. He found that, and that's all he could come up with. So he's done a good job of scouting his half of the map. He knows where everything kind of is. He knows that he's got his relics in a very close position here. There's actually, wow. For a Delhi player, these are great relic spawns here. They're basically all on his side of the map here. And basically outside of his base as well. This is a terrible seed for Beastie Cutie. Wonder if he's going to be able to make something happen with this. But regardless, those relics are all in terrible positions for Beastie, except for this one at the top here that we looked at before. Scout from Beastie is going to get some aggression going on at the gold mine here. Going to maybe try to delay the landmark, delay some gold income. Not going to be super effective because the scouts don't do all that much damage to villagers. Their attack is, what, it's 4 damage versus these villagers, and so it's not really going to do all that much. I'm going to pull off at some point for sure, but for the time being, not so much. This villager does have to go the long way around to drop off their gold, so that's a bit interesting. Regardless, though, we're at the point of the game where it's kind of easy to kind of tell what's going on and what's going to happen. So we're getting ready to put out some longbows from the council hall. We transitioned for Beastie onto the wood line instead of the food. We are sitting on 16 vills for Beastie and 17 now for Lucifron. We're keeping pace with each other pretty evenly, I'd say. We pulled directly off the gold, so these are your gold gathering villagers from before. They're going to be building up his council hall, and he's got the rest of his vills that's coming out from the TC, and probably moved some from the food as well, at least temporarily, onto the wood line too. Both scouts now for Beastie are on that gold. Did push away the villagers that were there. They were getting just a little bit too low. So now going to be able to get a little bit of aggression going there. But the Dome of the Faith does go up. We are going to see some scholars coming out in just a moment here. Only enough resources, though, for 1 scholar Lucifron has. So going to be a bit of a sticky situation here. I don't want to say tricky too much. And going up with a stable now as well. Typical build order you will see out of anybody up against the English. You want to get a stable because you're going to be able to dive with your horsemen onto the longbows of the English and try to get some damage done. Get a surround, maybe a Zerg rush, if you will. Horsemen are pretty fast in this game, so he's going to try his best to be able to get those out on the map and take control. Other side of the map, however, we do have these longbows coming out now, in addition with a barracks. So because The horseman opening is something that's very common against English. Beastie opting to drop a barracks right away, going to get some spearmen ready as soon as he's got the resource for it. He's getting close to being housed, and going to pop one of those out as well. And no spearmen coming out just at the moment. Now he has enough resources, going to pop one of those bad boys out. And these scouts are being so annoying. They're just pushing the vills away from the gold so regularly. And this scholar was in a dangerous spot too, because I believe, just like the council hall, the units come out of the front side of the building for the Dome of the Faith, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, please correct me in the comments, but regardless, the Dome of the Faith, you saw that scholar have to go all the way around here. Didn't get any healing on that villager either, but he's got his scholars in the mosque now, going to produce some more once he has enough resources here, and going to get some horsemen out, like I mentioned before, in order to get the aggression going. He's got one out right there, but did in fact push away the scouts of Beastie. Income per minute tab, let's take a look here while Beastie is getting ready to push across the map with, oh my god, a villager too. We're going to get a tower rush going here. Lucifront ahead in the food, ahead in the gold as well, but not by a lot. He only got the 1 mil on gold last time we checked. And Beastie opting to go straight into heavy feudal play. Super heavy on the wood, super heavy on the food. He's got a 9 and 13 respectively for those two resources. And he's going to be really pushing out here, get the aggression going here. We're very even in our food production, however, so should be able to keep pace, at least for a little bit, our Delhi player. And he does have his scholar placed inside of these buildings, so he's going to basically have 2 stables and 2 archer ranges right now, which is always a pleasant thing to have on your side as the Delhi player. But lots of units coming out from Beastie right now. These are going to be able to take advantage of the map quite well. Where's that villager? We saw him out here. Did he get aggressed on? Where's the Vill? Where'd the Vill go? Oh, there he is. He was in with all these friends here. He tried to fit in. He knows he doesn't fit in with the military units. He's going to just get this guy up in this little forest here. Lucifron, none the wiser to this. He does not know that there is a tower going up right outside of his base. He's probably aware that it's likely happening. And the question really becomes, what do you do as the Delhi to counter this? The early aggression. We're only 7 minutes into the game right now. There's already a tower going up, which is going to provide the network of castles buff, which is going to allow for plus 25% increase in attack speed for all units within its influence for the English. And we got some scout on scout action over here. Longbowmen trying to get into the mix as well. And take a look at military compositions for a moment here when we enter cinematic mode. We got a whole bunch of spearmen and longbows here, and horsemen and archers for our Delhi player. And it's going to be a bit of a good engagement, I would say, for Lucifron. Lucifron is going to be able to get lots of picks on these spearmen. We're going to be nice and healthy, and these horsemen are going to do a lot of damage to the longbows. Fortunately, the spearmen were able to loop around just in time, and it looks like this fight is actually going in favor of Beastie Cutie after all. I was a little surprised there for a moment here. It looked like the horsemen had a pretty good surround, but now that this this is a outpost. Now that the outpost is up for Beastie Cutie, he's in a great position here. He's going to be saving up some wood now. Do we have our blacksmith yet for Beastie? We do not, so we're not ready to go and do a siege rush just yet. We're not going to get any rams up on the map. Beastie doing a good job of making units at home first and sending them out in groups as opposed to one at a time, except for this poor lone longbowman who did not have a good time here. He wants to go home back to his mama, and these horsemen are going to say no. Still posturing outside of the base of our Delhi player is Beastie Cutie. He's going to drop another outpost, which is well within the vision of... Actually, no, it's not. He does not see this outpost going up right now. He only knows there's an outpost over here. So, actually, bit of a tight predicament here. If he saw this, he knew that he could probably push out and take this engagement, at least push the Vill off for a little bit. He's got sitting on 4 horsemen and 10 archers versus only the 8 longbow and the 5 spearmen. So, going to be enough to deter the horsemen for the time being, especially if they're hiding out under the outpost. But that makes Beastie be forced into a situation where he has to decide, is he going to hold his longbows under the TC as well with the spears? The TC. I keep saying TC today. Why am I saying the wrong thing for the outpost over and over and over? Early. It's my first cast of the day. Regardless, though, longbows are going to push up onto the gold, get a pick on that villager. Now we're going to get some economic idle time for our Delhi player. Going to disrupt the production of scholars. We're sitting on 3 scholars right now, which is not ideal at this point in the game. You want to have a couple more here because you want to be able to get efficient production out for the archer range as well. Get those research speeds nice and going. Looks like we're going to get ready to push out to the sacred sites. We did get sanctity already, so we're going to be making our way to the sacred sites. Where are the sacred sites actually on this map? We got one in the middle over here and another one over yonder. Third one is up at the very top, and looks like this scholar is going to make their way over. Could get sniped by that wolf if he's not too careful. Now, the outpost from Beastie Cutie is going to give him all the information he needs about where his opponent's going for the sacred sites. He knows that he's not going up this way, and that he can only be going either down south to this one here, which he doesn't have any vision on, mind you. But is not well visioned upon for Beastie Cutie, but that's okay. He's got the positioning outside of the base, forcing his opponent to make the decision. If he goes for that sacred site, he's just going to be able to pull back and get some snipes nice and easy. big force building up here. Longbow's going to take an engage on the Vills under the TC. Going to get a pick on that one right there. Going to be forced to pull off now with the TC fire. Trading a Vill for a Longbow. Not too bad at the end of the day. This outpost is going to get denied on the stone, which was really close to the wood line, honestly. Would have allowed Beastie's units to really move across the map very effectively. And accidentally placing a farm right in the middle of the map. Beastie is. And that is going to be canceled. Very good call from Beastie to cancel that one. Probably not the right play. Going to put up another outpost right in front of the TC again. Still not in the vision radius of our Delhi player, Lucifron. Lucifron is having a hard time here with this wolf. Could be in a bit of a roller hurt if he's not too careful. Horseman has to go up and support that. Otherwise, this scholar could go down. And that's no fun for anyone. So, Lucifron focusing on the sacred sites right now. He's going to try to capture this one at the very top, which he has successfully done. He's going to try to move and get an engagement, cut off any supply, or sorry, reinforcements to the front for Beastie. Going to go to do a little bit of a raid right now, leaving his archers behind for a moment here. Big massive horsemen, 11 horsemen, 17 archers versus we got 12 longbow and 10 spears for Beastie Cutie. Beastie Cutie, current resource tab right now. Not ahead in anything really. Lucifron ahead in gold. Not a significant difference for either player at the moment, I would say. Income per minute, however, that's where we want to look. And Beastie Cutie is ahead in every department with the exception of food right now. They're relatively even. So we're actually getting some stone too. So he's going to get arrow slits on these. So it's going to provide a little bit of extra coverage for damage for a little while longer. Longbow to go down here, trying to neutralize that sacred site. Unfortunately, not able to do so. He was kind of left to his own devices there and not too successful with it. We're getting a... Why is he gathering from the deer? That's an interesting decision, BC. Maybe a misclick regardless. Gonna get another outpost here on the south side of his opponent's base, just to really hold things down, keep that network of castles bonus going. Gonna try to capture the second sacred site now for Lucifron, but this spearman saying, nah, honey. Mind you, he was not on the sacred site, so he was not able to slow the conversion at all, and as such, that actually get captured by Lucifron. I'm going to give him the gold advantage here in just a moment. Lots of Vills were on these berries down here. Beastie Cutie with the great map awareness saying, hey, I know that you're capturing sacred sites right now. If you're expanded, I can catch you out. And I'm going to get a lot of picks and some Vills, get some archer picks as well. Any of the military units that were over here, looks like we have some horsemen that were positioned over here too. And going to go for a counter raid right now, but lots of longbows and spears at home too. Going to be able to hold this for a little while. The English Town Center just being so much stronger than any other TC in the game, except for maybe the Chinese. So going to be able to do a good job. Got his villagers back into here. Lots of idle time, however. Income per minute is heavily affected by this. Beastie Cutie is ahead in only wood and stone right now, and not very much in stone because he's not really mining much. These Vills in the wood are very exposed. Going to get a big loss of Vills here if he's not too careful. Going to turn around and take the fight, however. The archers from Lucifron are going to do a good job of getting the damage in, but the arrow fire is just so much to clean up these archers from the TC that it's just going to kind of delay the push. Sure, he trades some villagers for it, maybe like 5 villagers, but take a look at the villager count for a moment here. Beastie Cutie's on 29, 26 for Lucifron. He already did enough raiding when he knew he could take a couple trades there just to lighten up the numbers that were coming into his base here. And now he's nice and safe. His villagers are in the TC. He's going to have to get them back onto the production lines in a moment here. But speaking of moments, we have a moment of interaction going on here at the top of the map between Beastie and Lucifron. Lots of spears and longbows here for Beastie. Going to try to get some picks on the Vills. Lots of Vills going down here under the wood line. And those horsemen were not able to do so much either. Lucifron on the back foot right now, honestly. He's not been able to really get onto gold at all this game, except for the income he's getting from the sacred sites, which is good. He's got a lot of income from the sacred sites right now. He's sitting on 400 gold a minute right now. But everything else, he's been kind of pushed off over and over and over. BC's ahead in food by a good amount now. Wood is going in favor of Lucifron, but that's just a matter of kind of getting back onto it after putting up this bad boy here. Looks like we don't have any of our units on the other side of the map right now for Lucifron. He's decided to pull back and try to get a bit of a flank going onto his opponent's army. But these horsemen are getting caught out under the outpost as well. Arrow slits just finishing up now too, so extra support fire for Beastie Cutie. He's got the network of castles still, so he's really just secured the map. Sure, he doesn't have the sacred sites neutralized, but just send like, you know, a unit and you're good there. Whereas Lucifron is just having a hard time getting anything done. He's had one raid that was somewhat successful. I think it was a second raid at some point in time that may have missed. It was after that first one initially. But the longbows are doing lots of work for Beastie right now. Does Beastie have his blacksmith yet? He does have a blacksmith now, so he's not getting siege engineering just yet here. What do we have for Lucifron? Lucifron, no blacksmith, military production. He's got 1 stable and 1 archer range still, which acts as 2 because of his efficient production rather. No scholar in this stable right now though, so that's a little scary. Beastie, however, he's sitting on just a barracks and the council hall, so really just a big feudal play from both these players here. Gonna go across the map to try to stop the neutralization of the sacred site by Beastie Cutie, so Lucifron successful in doing so. Longbows over here still having a hard time neutralizing any sacred sites. Now, I'm a little confused as to why we left just 1 longbow over here. Maybe a spearman would have been better considering the mobile unit that our opponent has is the horseman, which is going to be able to clean up relatively easily any longbows that are the other counter unit to them, right? So regardless, though, Network Castle's buff being lost over yonder. No successful tower going up here. Oh, no-y! Oh, no-y! Lucifron! His villas are trapped completely, and Beastie has every read on this situation here. He knows that his opponent's going to be forced back onto the outpost over here, back under the safety of that arrow of fire, but he does have a outpost of his own that I missed a little bit earlier on the berries too, so just really getting denied on this berry patch as well. Income per minute tab. Beastie going to be pulling ahead quite a bit in the food income, which is the main focus for us here. Back on the side of the map here, we do have a big raid going on with lots of horsemen, 11 horsemen out of the TC. Gonna get lots of picks. Actually, no picks. I don't see any bodies here. Catching absolutely 0 bodies and losing 3 horsemen in that raid attempt. Oh, no-y. This is, it seems like it's a close game. It feels like it's a close game, but Beastie has all the momentum. He's really holding on here. Interesting wall going up here. Try to stop the Bills from being able to run away this way or even run back over. Spear's going to come take care of the horseman here. Lots of archers for Lucifron in space right now. He's sitting on what? 12 archers versus the, what? It's 10 longbows and 3, 4, 5, 6 spears right now. So both players losing some units right now, but this oh my god, this little villager. Look at him. He's working so hard. He's really doing the most. We love to see a hardworking Villy. Other side of the map, however, Lucifron is trying to get another raid going on. Not really allowed to do so, losing 2 horsemen in the process because of the spears that were placed over yonder. No towers under the wood line or around the wood line for Beastie yet. I would like to see maybe 1 tower here just to help hold a little bit better. So he's going to pull off the wood every single time. Can get some vills a little bit closer to them with the garrison in order to just get back onto those resources sooner. But, you know, I digress. It's not a crazy important thing to have going right now. I'm going to go into the farm economy right now for Lucifron. Not really enough wood to get too much crazy stuff going on here. He's been forced onto this backwood line here, but does he see this? He doesn't see this outpost right here, so that's actually really frightening. This outpost is going to deny a lot of this production over here, or a lot of the resource gathering, and still, just not seeing it. That's so frightening. Lucifron running around with his horsemen still, not able to do too much here. His opponent's military is at the bottom of his base right now, so not really too threatening here. Not much posturing rather going on. This outpost is almost done. It is going to go up. There's no way that's getting contested at the moment. Both sacred sites in the middle of the map here have been neutralized, and this bottom one is going to get neutralized too because Lucifron is just not able to push out right now. He's too concerned with what's going on at his base. He's trying to boom up in order to get into the next age. Current resources tab right now. Neither player having enough resources to age up. We're just looking for a big feudal aggression here. But the transition to farms does somewhat signal a want to go into Castle Age because he's going to be a little bit stronger there, get more technology, so on and so forth. But another engagement going on here. Where are we getting that fight going? Oh, does this outpost do anything? Oh, no. Lucifron still has not seen this. He doesn't see the wall there either. He doesn't see anything going on over here. This is a terrible position for Lucifron to be in here. Another bit of engagement getting ready to go on in the middle of the map here. We do have the horsemen and the archers for Lucifron making their way over to the east side of the map. But we finally have siege engineering here, and once this ram is spotted by Lucifron, I think that's going to be GG's, honestly. He's sitting on just 1 TC right now, so nothing too crazy going on there. And we got the circle pit going on over here. Open this shit up, everybody. Run around in a circle. When the beat drops, blah. Anyways, 2 battering rams going to go up right now. This ram is going to get seen by Lucifron. He's going to go for a raid attempt over here on the farms. They're going to get pulled back into the TC. Getting some Vill picks there, which is nice. These Vills are going to have to pull back as well. However, income per minute wise, we are ahead for Beastie and Food, but everything else going in favor of Lucifron right now. Sitting with 26 Vills on wood versus 23 for Beastie. But back at home, this push with the rams, that's just devastating. The rate of fire these longbows have are it's so fast, really. He's just not going to be able to do anything. Going for the farm snipe instead of going for the actual mill, which is a bit interesting, I will say. Lots of units on this wood line over here. Lucifron being forced off of his food production onto that wood line. But the second ram is now getting forward for Beastie Cutie. Going to make a big push here, and I think this might be GG's. I don't think Lucifron is going to be able to pull back in time to hold this. His archers are running back here. He's got some horsemen. Very low numbers of horsemen, mind you. Only 6 right now. Beastie with so many more spearmen, 15 spearmen versus 6 horsemen, that's a nothing. That's an easy win. Longbows taking picks on those archers, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Beastie making quick work of this game, and I think it's going to be GG right here. There's no way that the Vills from Lucifron are able to pull and get onto these rams in time. Beastie's army is just going to be so much stronger with the spears under there. Losing all the horsemen here with the network of castles buff on these longbows. These archers don't stand a chance, even if they have slightly better numbers. 19 longbows right now versus the 19 archers, but the network of castles with the arrow slits as well, just going to be able to support it so much better. Spear getting away into that outpost as well. And just kind of baiting him back and back and back, Beastie is, and going to lose his entire military here. Back at home, Beastie's able to make so much more. He's got so many more units under his TC right now. Current resources tab, Lucifron's just behind him so much. He could sell off some wood, but he doesn't really have enough to maintain any production right here. He has nobody on food right now. 2 units on food. There's not enough to really make anything happen here. I think that's going to be GG's, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this game. Again, this was part of the N4C Open Qualifier number 1. $100,000 on the line at the LAN afterwards. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and I will see you in the next cast. Cheers! Yeah!